Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Please, if this is your first time here, kindly subscribe down below. Thank you so much. So in Jodah and Akbar, Benze has already left the show. Jodah was sick because of the poison that she consumed. Jalal has prayed for Jodah, and Jodah has finally regained her consciousness. And what next does the show have to offer us? Anyways, the last update about Jodah and Akbar was where Jalal went to meet Jodah, that she wanted to talk to her, and she asked Moti to stay outside and she should not allow anybody to come inside. This is a continuation of that. Please keep watching. Jalal sits in front of Jodah and says that he wants to know why Jodah was not even afraid, even knowing that the bowl had poison. And Jodah says that she stopped Jalal from eating the food, and that is enough, because she doesn't want Jalal to eat the food and die. Jalal says that this is not a proper reason, and Jodah says that she tried to warn Jalal, but Jalal did not want to listen to her, and seeing the truth, she decided to take action. Jalal says that why should he listen, because he remembered that he came to Jodah's room and Jodah pushed him away, but anyways, he wants to say that wives are difficult to understand because they say something else and do another thing. Jodah says that in Benzu's case, she told Jalal directly, but Jalal did not listen to her. Jalal says that he thought that Jodah was jealous, and maybe that was why she was putting allegation on Benzu, and he thought that Jodah was insecure to lose her position. Jalal says that he thought that Jodah was jealous that Benzu would become his special, and Jodah caught him saying that it is wrong because she was not insecure and she was not jealous of anyone. Jalal asks Jodah that why did Jodah save him, and Jodah says that Jalal can think and figure out the answer by himself. And Jalal says that if anyone asks him, then he will say that Jodah saved him because he has a place in Jodah's heart. And Jodah looks at Jalal. Rukaya was going to Jodah's room, but Moti stands in between and says sorry, but Rukaya cannot go inside. Rukaya says that why would a small bond woman like Moti stop her, and though Moti knows whom she is talking to. Moti says sorry, but it is Jalal's order that he is with Jodah and nobody should come inside, and Rukaya was shocked. Rukaya says okay, and she told Moti to inform Jodah that she came to meet her, and Rukaya feels bad and she goes. Inside, Jalal asks that why is it that Jodah did not like Benzu from day one, and Jodah says that she only did not like Benzu's dressing mode. And Jodah asks Jalal what he saw in Benzu that made Jalal went flat on her, because there are many beautiful ladies in harem. Jalal says that Benzu was so beautiful that every woman of harem could be impressed by her and look up at her beauty. Jodah says that what is Jalal saying, because Benzu wasn't that beautiful, but Jalal says that he swear Benzu was beautiful, and Jalal put Jodah's hand on his head, but Jodah takes off Jalal's hand and says that it is not funny. Jalal says that it is true that Benzu was poisonous, but she was pretty, and Jodah says that what if Benzu had beaten Jalal, but Jalal says that that biting can only be done by one Rajvanshi that he knows, and Jalal looks at Jodah and they both started laughing. Jalal says that he is leaving, and Jodah also says that she wants to go out, but Jalal says that Jodah cannot go out, but Jodah insists, and Jalal says that why is Jodah so stubborn, and Jodah says that it is because she is a Rajvanshi and she wants to go out, and Jalal asks again that why. Jodah says that because she is tired listening to the tales of poisonous lady, and Jodah says that Jalal is her husband, but Jalal cannot take her outside, but it is okay because she would go alone. And Jodah gets up and she was about to fall, but Jalal holds her and says that he has told Jodah that she is not feeling fine. Jodah says that but she wants to go out, and Moti comes there and asks if Jodah is alright. Jalal says that Jodah wants to forcefully go out, and Moti says that she will take Jodah out, but Jalal says no, that he will be the one to take Jodah out, and Jalal put Jodah's hand around his shoulder and holds her to provide support for her, even though Jalal felt awkward doing this. Resham informs Maham Anga that Jalal take off his slippers before going into Jodah's room, and Rukaya comes there and films in anger, saying that she should have not listened to Maham Anga because Jodah once again defeated her. Maham Anga says that Rukaya should listen to new things, and Maham Anga informs Rukaya that Jalal went to Jodah's room and he took off his slippers outside, and Jalal spent very much time in Jodah's room, and Jalal also provided support to Jodah. And Rukaya shouted enough because she doesn't want to listen to Maham Anga's bullshit, and Rukaya left Maham Anga's room with annoyance. Resham comes back to Maham Anga's room and asks that why did Rukaya left like that, Ma'am Anga says that Rukaya is fighting inside herself because one side, she is thankful to Jodha for saving Jalal's life, and the other side, Rukaya hates Jodha for taking Jalal away from her because she has the fear of losing her position to Jodha because she loves Jalal and she wants him, but she cannot still stop herself from being thankful to Jodha. And Resham asks that now what would happen. Ma'am Anga says that women war will begin now and she have to take Rukaya on her side. Jalal takes Jodha to the garden area and make her sit, and Jalal also sits there and looks down, and Jodha looks at Jalal and they were both feeling awkward. Jodha says that Jalal should answer a question, and did Jalal think that Benzo was beautiful? Jalal says that he can see that Benzo is still on Jodha's head, and Jodha asks Jalal to just answer a question, and Jalal says yes, that Benzo was beautiful. And Jodha looks at Jalal and she feels a little odd, and she looks down, while Jalal looks at Jodha lovingly and smiles. Jalal and Jodha have a eye lock and Jodha feels cold, and Jalal goes and brings a fire eater and they both warm their hands, and Jodha looks at Jalal and thinks that why didn't Jalal feel the same way for her, that she is beautiful. And Jalal also looks at Jodha and he thinks in his mind that he wished that he could tell Jodha what is in his heart, and he wished that Benzo never came to their life, making Jodha to back out from her position and giving Benzo the chance to use that opportunity. Jalal stood up and goes from there, and he came back with a shawl and put the shawl on Jodha because she was cold, and Jodha was surprised. Amida and Gigi sees Jalal and Jodha together from the balcony, and Amida says that both Jodha and Jalal look so good together and they are calm after the recent storm, and she is happy that Jalal is taking care of Jodha, and Amida prays for Jalal and Jodha to always be happy together. On the other hand, Rukaya wasn't happy seeing Jalal and Jodha together, and she burns with jealousy. In the jail, Sharaf ad-Din asks his man to ask all his soldiers to be prepared because he is coming out of the prison soon, and the man asks that how. Sharaf ad-Din says that now that Jodha is saved and Benzo is also gone, then it is time for him to also come out of the prison, and Sharaf ad-Din laughs like a madman. In the court, Jalal asks that where is Abu Mali and why is he not caught yet. Atka says that they are really trying to catch Abu Mali, and a soldier comes there and informs Jalal that Hakim is back from winning war, and Jalal asks the soldier to bring Hakim, but the soldier says that Hakim went to see Jodha first, and Jalal says that Hakim has a very soft heart. In Jodha's room, Mahan was sad that he couldn't save Jodha, but Jodha said that she is fine now. Hakim says that he knew it from the beginning that there was a poisonous lady in the palace because there was something fishy about Benzo, like her extra sweet nature and also her letter. But Jodha asks Hakim to forget about Benzo because she is proud of Hakim and Mahan for winning the war, and Jalal comes there. Hakim says sorry to Jalal for not coming to meet him first after coming back from war, and Amida says that Hakim came here with her permission. Jalal says that both Mahan and Hakim came to meet Jodha, and Jodha is Mahan's sister and also Hakim's sister-in-law, and they are already one family, so he doesn't have any issue with that, and he is happy that everything is good now. So he would like to announce something and everyone should be present at the court. And Jalal also asked Jodha to also come if she can, and Jodha agreed to be there at the court to hear what Jalal would announce. In the court, Jalal announced the victory of Mahan and Hakim, and Mahan says that Hakim acted too brave and he was very clever, but Hakim also says that Mahan was not less as well, and he even saved him once. Jalal says that Mahan's father had saved him once too, and now Mahan saved his brother, and Jalal says thank you to Mahan, but Mahan says that it is his duty, and Rajvanshis always fulfill their duties even till death, and Jalal says that he knows, and Jalal looks at Jodha. Jalal says that Rukaya behaved strongly during the case of Benzo, so he is giving her the Chanderi property as a gift. But Rukaya says that she cannot take the property because the Chanderi was Bairam Khan's place and Rahim is the rightful owner of the properties, so it should be given to Rahim. Jalal says that Rukaya did justice once again, and Jalal gives the property to Salima on behalf of Rahim, and Salima thanks Jalal. Jalal says to Jodha that he wants to ask something from her, and he is sorry because Jodha told him many times, but he did not listen to her. But Jodha set an example of being a dutiful Rajvanshi, and he cannot give Jodha any gift because it will be an insult of what Jodha did, because Jodha risked her life for him. Jalal says thank you to Jodha, and he is making a city which will be for Jodha for her bravery, and the name of the city will be called Fatehpur, which means victory over every evil. Jodha says that this is a special gift and she is saying thank you to Jalal, and Ma'am Anga asks Rukaya to see what Jalal is doing, but Rukaya says that Jalal was just returning back favor that Jodha did for him, so it is nothing special. Jalal says that he wished that by the time Jodha recovers, then he would go to Priest Salim in Sikri because earlier he wasn't able to go because someone attacked him with arrows, and Jalal looks at Jodha and smiles. Jalal says that but things are better done at the right time, so he would be going now, and Amida says that it would be good if Jalal's 3 special wives goes with him. Rukaya was in her room and she seemed very upset, and she remembers Ma'am Anga's word of how Jodha was taking her place in Jalal's life, and Oshia offers Rukaya shisha to calm her mind, but Rukaya screams at Oshia for her stupid idea. Amida was with Salima, and Amida says that she wanted Jalal to take all his wives with him so that he would not feel lonely, because she feels that despite the fact that everyone is with Jalal, he is still lonely, and Salima agrees to that. Javeda comes there and informs them that Rukaya is not going, and maybe because Rukaya did not want to go along with all the other wives, and Salima thinks that if Rukaya is not going, then this is a good opportunity to send Jodha to go alone with Jalal, and that will be the right time to bring Jodha and Jalal closer to each other. Salima quickly made an excuse saying that she is not feeling well, so she cannot go along with Jalal, but Amida caught her saying that she knows that it is all an excuse, and Salima doesn't want to go, and Salima accepted that she was only making an excuse because she thinks that Jalal should go alone with Jodha, but Amida says that both Jalal and Jodha doesn't get along well, so how can they go alone together? And Salima thinks that Amida really has no clue about the change in Jodha and Jalal's relationship. Atka told Jalal that there is danger on Jalal from everywhere, so it is not safe for Jalal to travel, and Mahan and Akim agreed, and Ma'am Anga also agreed, but Jalal says that he cannot just sit in his palace and be scared of his enemies. Ma'am Anga says that it is just for safety, and Jalal says that their king will not go out, but a common man can go outside who is not in danger, so he would disguise like an ordinary man, and that would even help him to be close to the people. And Adgar says okay, but some soldiers would go with Jalal in a common dress. Jodha says to Moti that this moon gives peace, and Moti says that the moon is always like this, but there is something new that happens to Jodha, and Jodha asks Moti to shut up. Jalal comes there and says that they would go after some time, and they would go in a common dress for safety purpose, and Jodha says that she is excited that all the wives are going, but Jalal says that Jodha is not going because her health is not good, so she would not go along with others. Jodha says that she wants to go and she would go, but Jalal says that she cannot go because her health is not good. But Jodha insists that it is the king's wish that the wives are going, so she have to go. And Jalal very softly says to Jodha to stay back. Jodha says that Jalal is going there to thank God for listening to his prayers because of her when she was sick, so she should also be there. But Jalal says that nobody is going among the remaining wives, and Jodha says that then she have to go to take care of Jalal, and Jalal looks at Jodha. Amida comes there and says that she thinks that she came at the wrong time, but Jodha says no because Amida came at the right time, and Jalal says that he is going alone and he doesn't want to take her with him. Jalal says that he is going as a common man, so Jodha will be forced to work as a normal woman if she followed him, and he doesn't want that. And Amida also supported Jodha by saying that Jodha would take everything that happened there as a challenge. Jalal says that both Amida and Jodha are in one team, so he is leaving. In the morning, Ma'am Anga asks Rukaya to get up and see what is happening, and Rukaya asks Ma'am Anga that why is she shouting early in the morning. Ma'am Anga says that Jalal is going close to Jodha, and Rukaya is going far away from Jalal, and Rukaya asks that what does that mean. Ma'am Anga says that since Rukaya refused to go with Jalal, so Jodha alone has gone with him to Daga, and Rukaya shouted that only she would go with Jalal, and Rukaya asks Oshia to inform Jalal that she is coming with him. But Ma'am Anga tells Rukaya that Jalal and Jodha had already gone, and Rukaya fumes in anger and says that she would not spare Jodha. Alright, thank you all so much again for watching till the end. Please, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up because it actually helps the channel. And I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.